Hey everyone, this is Fire TV Richie, and just in case you were in the middle of one of those installs from the recent videos that I put out, and something happened and you ended up with no build or any of that kind of stuff, but ARES Wizard, maybe after the fresh start, after you did a fresh start and maybe it closed down on you or something, most likely you have ARES Wizard still on there if you did a fresh start. And if you go to Programs, if your screen looks like this, then go to Programs, click on Program Add-ons, and ARES Wizard's right there. So if it's not, for those of you who are on there who already have it, just hang tight for a second, because I'm going to show other people who do not have it how to get it real quick. For those of you who do not have it, it's not very hard to put in there. You basically just scroll over to System, click on File Manager. On the second side over here, the second window where it says B-root over here, in this section, you're going to want to click on Add Source, and then right here where it says None, click right there. And you're going to type in this exact URL, http://repo.ares, ARES. Click on that, the symbol key that changes from alphabetical characters to symbols. And then you're going to do a dash. Click on that same button again. Go back to alphabetical characters and type in project.com/magic. And then you're going to click that Done button down here. So click Done. Magic should already automatically be put in there because it's after the backslash up here. So right here where it says enter the name of the media source, you want it to be Magic, or you can put whatever you want in there. My suggestion is just to go ahead and put a few, just hit the left arrow button on the keyboard a few times till you get before the M, and just put a couple dots in front of it. It probably doesn't matter if you're on one of these screens because there isn't going to be any other sources anyway, so it just depends. Normally you would if you already had a build in there, so just forget I even said that. You can do it if you want. Go ahead and click OK. If you didn't get a notification or something saying it can't be, the source is down, or if it said something, gave you some kind of notification, check the URL and make sure that you put the right one in. And the way you do that is just wherever you see the name, which this would be Magic 2 because I already had it in there. You just long press on it with the select button, the circle button on your remote, the big circle button in the middle of the directional buttons, and click on Edit Source and check it. You can click on it and go back to wherever and fix it or whatever. So anyway, for everyone else and for those who have just put the URL, actually, I'm sorry. For those who just put the URL in, click on System again after you get it going right. Then click on Add-ons. Click on Install from Zip. Click on Magic. I clicked on Magic 2 because I already have it in there. Click on Repository. Repository at ARES Project. It's the only things you can click on. And then Repository at aresproject.zip because you're installing from a zip. And once it's in there, you'll see a notification down here. It says ARES Project Add-on Updated. Yours will probably say Add-on Installed. So go ahead and click on Install from Repository. And click on ARES Project, Program Add-ons, and then ARES Wizard. And where mine says Install, you're going to click... where mine says uninstall, it's going to say install on your device. Click on it, let it install. It will take you back to this page, and once it's installed, you'll see a notification down here again just go ahead and it'll say enabled like mine does. Go ahead and click on it again and then click open. And it might take a few seconds, or it'll check for updates and all that kind of stuff. If there's an updated wizard, it'll update it real quick. Usually it already puts the updated wizard on there, and there's a tiny little install like this one. It extracts the zip and then it's done. Once it's done, it'll open up. Mine's going to take a little bit longer because I'm pretty much just installing it right over the top. So I'm going to back out of here. This way it's fresh for everyone who I'm trying to teach how to put this together. So if you already had ARES Wizard on there and you're on this screen, you just go to and those who just put it on, just wait a second and just stay on that screen until I get there. I'm going to show the other people how to get there real quick. So those of you who have this screen and ARES Wizard is already on, you clicked on Program Add-ons like at the beginning of the video, and then you clicked on Program Add-ons again, and then ARES Wizard. That's how you pull up ARES Wizard. Just hit the back button right here. This is just a list of the stuff they've done recently, their little version this and what they fixed, all that kind of stuff. Well, I just backed out on accident. Okay, so once you're in ARES Wizard, click on Browse Build. Then you're going to want to click on ARES Build. Now, when this pops up, there's several different things you can do. This little barcode right here, if you have a barcode scanner on your phone, just take your phone up to the TV, turn the barcode scanner on, and scan it. And it will come up with the URL, and you click on it, and it will take you to a pin. If not, you can just, from a computer or from your phone, you can type in http:// bit. You can pretty much just put this URL in. I'm going to do it on my computer real quick so you don't have to see it. And it'll take me just a second. I'm going to pause it. Okay, so I just did mine on my computer real quick. I typed that URL in and it came up with a PIN number for me. So you should have a PIN number as well, whether you did it on your phone or whether you scanned it or did it on a computer or whatever. So basically you can scan this and hit enter once it pulls up a URL, or you can just type this into any kind of browser and it will do that. Once you have a PIN number, just click on enter PIN and type it in. Mine's 8705. That's mine. Yours is going to be different. And you click the little enter button. So then it opens up. They just want to make sure you're not a robot, and it's annoying. You have to do it every time that you use ARES Wizard, or at least on certain functions you do. So once you're in there, click on ARES Build, or I'm sorry, you see the ARES Build USA Edition. Again, if you do not have Kodi 6, or if you do not have Kodi 17, it should say it right here. It says Kodi 16. It says ARES Build US Edition. The second one is Kodi Krypton. That's for Kodi 17, and it'll pop up here in a few seconds when it's good and ready. There we go. See Kodi 17. Most of you who are my past clients have Kodi 16, and that's because Kodi 17 just came out extremely recently. So only a few of you have Kodi 17. So some of you are going to want to, most of you are going to want to do the first one, the ARES Build USA Edition. But for the others, you want to do the Krypton. Krypton is always going to be 17. If it doesn't have Krypton, it usually says Jarvis. If it doesn't say Jarvis, then it will at least say 16. So click on ARES Build USA Edition, or Krypton if you're on Kodi 17. But if you're watching this video, you are on Kodi 16. I'm sorry. So if the device look like that blue screen in the background, the blue and black bubbles, that is definitely Kodi 16. So once you click on USA Edition, just if you had that blue screen, you do not need to do a fresh start again. So just go ahead and click on install. And it is going to first download, and ARES Wizard is really good about really fast downloads, so it's faster than Echo Wizard for downloads. I still think Echo Wizard was a whole lot better in the functionality, like the quickness of when you're actually using the device, like fast forwarding through videos and all that kind of stuff without it stopping and buffering. So ARES Wizard's still really good. I would say it's one of the better ones for that kind of issues. But everyone was kind of spoiled with Echo Wizard because Echo Wizard's just really good, and I wish they wouldn't have just kind of dropped off the face of the earth like they did, but it is what it is. So as soon as this is done downloading, which it's almost done, then it's going to start extracting a zip. Once it's done extracting a zip, it will install, and this one doesn't take very long, but stick with me and I'll keep going through it with you. In fact, I'm just going to pause it until the end, and you can pause it as well. Once it's good and done, well, not completely done, but it'll say, do you want to back up the skin profile, question mark. This will enable the build repair option. Yes, this is a good thing. You want to do this. So go ahead and say yes. Okay, and if you're sitting there for a while and it's still on this screen right here after you did that, after you said yes to the backup, what's going on is that for some reason it's just not asking you to force close. That window didn't come up for some reason, and it needs to be force closed. And one thing you can do is just go ahead and go up to the top right here and just hit close. Or hit the back out button. And if you still have this screen right here, it's gonna look like it didn't install or anything like that. So most likely it has installed. So what you need to do is you need to unplug your Fire Stick. Don't click the home button or anything like that. Unplug it from the wall. And this is a common thing when you're installing. It needs a hard force close, which is different than just backing out and or hitting the home button or even clicking the power button down there at the bottom. It needs to be a real force close so it can finish the initial setup. So go ahead and do a force close, or I'm sorry, on your Fire Stick. The easiest way to do that is just to unplug it out of the wall, not unplug it out of the TV. You can keep it plugged into the TV, just unplug it from the wall so it has no power whatsoever. So go ahead and unplug it, wait 5 seconds, plug it back in, and your Amazon home screen will come up. Okay, so once your Amazon home screen comes up, just go back to Kodi, and you should see a different looking symbol that pops up, and it'll say US build or something like that. If you get this screen, you're good to go. Let the device sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. It's probably overkill. You can probably start before that, but just to be sure, just let it sit there for a while until all these there should be a bunch of thumbnails that pop up here at the top, up in this area, and you should see a bunch of add-on updates and all kinds of stuff. So you're done, and that's a wrap for this video. Hopefully it helps you. If it doesn't, you can still send it to me and I can still fix it. Visit www.firetvrichie with an IE and not a Y.com, and you can purchase the new installation of a build, if you go to the menu section of my website and click on shop, or click on more than shop, and just pay that and